Hello, everyone, and happy Sunday. It is I, Mr. Pluggington, again. We are back at it again for another wonderful episode of the Bible. Our first episode was of John 1:1. We are now doing John 1:2. I think that's how it is done for the chapters. I'm not sure. The variation or the version of the Bible that we're reading is the Young's Literal Translation 1898. That is the Bible. That is the Bible that we will be reading for the time being, and we will be reading the various other versions possibly later on. As I have said, I am no preacher. I am no religious person. I am not being sponsored by any religious-based areas in order for me to actually read this. I am reading this for the personal enjoyment for myself and the personal worship of Jesus Christ himself. Of my understanding is that this is the tales, this is the book, this is the telling of the story of the Lord himself. I have no prior knowledge besides the understanding of the religions various through school. I am doing this not just for myself, but for other, not just for myself, but for other people. As in this time, I believe that reading the Bible, or at least having some sort of Bible interaction, is very important in our daily lives. So, without further ado, we are going to be reading chapter 2 of John. Hope you all enjoy. And the third day, a marriage happened in Cana of Galilee. I do apologize ahead of time if I butcher any of this. I am just reading it the best I can. So I apologize if I butcher any names, any places of religious worship, or anything like that. Repeating. And the third day, a marriage happened in Cana of Galilee, and the mother of Jesus was there. And also Jesus was called, and his disciples, to the marriage. And wine having failed, the mother of Jesus saith unto him, Wine they have not. Jesus saith to her, What? To me and to thee, woman. Not yet is mine hour come. His mother saith to the ministrants, Whatever he may say to you, do. And there were 6 water jugs of stone, placed according to the purifying of the Jews, holding each 2 or 3 measures. Jesus saith to them, Fill the water, jugs with water. And they filled them until the brim. And the saith to them, Draw out now, and bear to the direct of the apartment. And they bear. As the director of the apartment tasted the water become wine, and known not whence it is. But the mainstream knew who have drawn the water. The director of the feast doth call the bridegroom, and saith to him, Every man at first the good wine doth set forth, and when they may have drunk freely, then the inferior. Thou didst keep the good wine till now. This beginning of the signs did Jesus in Cana of Galilee, and manifested his glory, and his disciples believed in him. After this he went down to Capernaum, he and his mother, and his brethren, and his disciples, and there they remained not many days. And the Passover of the Jews was nigh, And Jesus went up to Jerusalem, and he found in the temples those selling oxen and sheep and doves, and the monkey changers sitting, and wimp having made a whip of small cords, he put all forth out of the temple. Also the sheep and the ox and the monkey changers he poured out the coins, and the tables he overthrew. And to those selling the doves he said, take these things hence, and make not the house of many fathers of house of merchandise. And his disciples remembered that it is written, the zeal of thy house did eat me up. The Jews then answered and said to him, what sign dost thou sow, or sue, shewth? What sign dost thou shewth to us, that thou dost these things? Jesus answered and said to them, destroy this sanctuary, and in 3 days I will raise it up. The Jews therefore said, 46 was this sanctuary built, and wilt thou in 3 days raise it up? And he spake concerning the sanctuary of his body. When then he was raised out of the dead, his disciples remembered that he said this to them, and they believed the writing and the word that Jesus said. As he was in Jerusalem, in the Passover in the feast, in the feast, many believed in his name, beholding his signs that he was doing. And Jesus himself was not trusting himself to them, because of him knowing all, and because he had no need that any should testify concerning man, for he himself was knowing that was in man. John 1-2. That was a very short one. These videos won't be entirely long. It's really dependent on how well the reading is. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Until next Sunday, I hope to have more people watching more of these videos for sure. More videos are going to be coming on Sundays. Like I said, these videos are made on Sundays, posted on Sundays, same day. No delays in anything, no delays at all. So I hope to see you guys next time. And of course, Jesus and peace be with you.